And what's up, AKAPADers? Welcome back to the channel. It's Christmas time. We gotta talk about toys. We're gonna do a Todd McFarlane Toys presentation. This is something for real. We gotta discuss this. What is up, my friends, aka Padders, aka Pad69 here, Peter A. DeLuca here. You guys know it, known through Philadelphia, PA, Europe, and the vast multiverse as your eclectic one. You guys like the tree? Come on, guys, I'm big on Christmas. Used to be a big toy collector, but I grew up, sold it all, never looked back, don't even care. On the occasion, I'll get myself the occasional supervillain toy or action figure from somewhere. Only because I like to have supervillains in my 9 to 5 on my desk or around my desk to show people I mean business and to kind of make the point you have to be a villain to move the needle, to move the chains. With all of that said, we're talking right now about Todd McFarlane. We're going to go back in time. It's only going to be a minute worth of commercials, but there's two powerful points with these commercials. One of them is the absolute innocence of Todd McFarlane Toys, or McFarlane Toys, or Todd Toys. What I mean by absolute innocence, there was them against the system, the man. It was Todd versus the world, and we were all there. People, I followed this guy's entire career, and some of it is upsetting because where we're at now, we get right to point number 2. See, but point number 1, Todd McFarlane, we're going to go right back to point number 1 real quick. Todd McFarlane was the comic book reader, that obsessive geek, amazing talent, but he broke through the noise of Marvel, did what he did with Image, and we have to admit that all of Image Comics, and here's the absolute truth to this, and that people like to shine turds or crap in your hat and call it a Sunday. All of Image, for those early years, all of it was McFarlane. All of it was Todd. All of it was Spawn. I get it. These other books sold. These other books were successful. But the actual continuity, to heat, the month after month, the joy of it all was Spawn. No one went to the comic store looking for Wildcats number 4. Nobody went to the comic shop looking for Wildcats number 2 or 3. The comic shops had so many people rolling in at the time, every single Wednesday, they just, would buy all the Image books. But the merchandise, the big ideas, and just like the counterculture aspect, everything was Spawn. Spawn to the point where some of the storylines, and we featured them, we feature some of those stories here on this channel. A lot of the Spawn storylines hit national, current affairs. They hit national news because they were just disturbing. And there is the satanic element of Spawn that got people all riled up. Guys, you and me, aka Pad Army out there, and myself, we love Dale Keown's Pit. But in no way was Pit or the Max close to like the entire spectrum that Spawn was, and the idea that McFarlane did that in comics, it fascinates us even to this day. But he goes, point number 1, he goes against the man, against the grain, and he does it with toys. And point number 2, the modern day Todd father, as we call him, the cringe father. Desperate for attention, desperate for relevancy. Todd McFarlane, not spoken about at all. There's been only a few points of commentary I could find on it, but Todd McFarlane sold 49% of his stake in McFarlane Toys to a big, giant Canadian company. And if you notice a little bit of like McFarlane Toys just looking more and more like a basic toy company throughout the years. This is the reason. But Todd McFarlane now, he's a paid spokesperson for his own company that bears his name, that bears his namesake, and he's just peddling things that he's not really into or interested in, or speak from the soul of Todd McFarlane, like we got with the Twisted Oz. You guys remember the Twisted Oz toys? Do you guys remember Twisted Souls with Clive Barker series 1 and 2? Do you guys remember? What was the one with the naked girl in the tub? Guys, these were the golden years, the golden series, the golden scopes of Todd McFarlane. I don't understand how he doesn't talk about this, because it is a part of his pitch. It's a part of his story. It's a part of the lineage of the company. And I believe he doesn't because he wants to be disingenuous. He is pulling the wool over your eyes in the attempts that you still believe he's the Todd McFarlane from these commercials. Todd McFarlane has become what he reveled against. He is the system. He now is the man. When was the last time they got a complete unknown artist in Spawn, or on the Spawn book, or on the Spawn miniseries, or on the Spawn spin-off, or on anything? What was the last time he cherry-picked someone, and that person's talent, their ability, what they could do with pen, pencil, and paper blew our minds? Where has this been? I get it. Spawn just keeps on going. I don't know what that means, but at the same time, you know what, guys? Anyway, you guys know some of these points. Let's just get to some of these commercials, because I do love them.
America's #1 comic book thanks to you. So I started this company to make the toys that you asked for.
Spawn, Violator.
I hear the competition's flying around. They could be any place.
They're cool, awesome.
Tremor, Overkill, Medieval Spawn,
And they come with comics.
Nice toys, kids.
Nice try, guys.
Spawn from Todd Toys. We're out to plaster the competition.
For making Spawn America's #1 comic. I started this company to make the toys that you kids want.
Spawn, Violator, here, now.
These guys are bigger than life.
Cool chains, giant fangs,
Spawnmobile, Monster Rig, Spawn Alley.
shooting skulls, busting walls.
It's great making the toys that you want. So great, I made some for myself.
Spawn from Todd Toys. We're out to blast the competition.
Straight from the comic book.
Get Spawn!
It's Spawn.
Vertebreaker! Spawn, look out!
Battling evildoers everywhere.
Roar! Go, Spawn!
Live the adventure with Spawn.
Spawn takes to the air with winged fury to battle powerful new minions of evil. Spawn rises with new powers in his war against the Empire of the Darklands. Mighty wings spring into action with a push of his skull belt as Spawn takes to the skies in a never-ending search for justice. Zombie Spawn's trusty saw makes sure the crutch doesn't have a leg to stand on, while the mangy mangler makes Twitch itch and Sam lose his lunch. There's nobody like nobody to purge the scourge. Spawn continues his fight against evil. Winged Spawn and Spawn Ultra Action figures, each sold separately.
Welcome to my world. From Todd McFarlane, Spawn, Cygor, Sea Spawn, Shadowhawk, Max, Clown 2, Exoskeleton. All new, all action, all yours from the world of Spawn. Each sold separately. Welcome to my world.